I need you to truly listen, because what I'm about to describe isn't just a news update. It's the sound of a nation's spirit being tested, one community at a time. Look at that screen. That was a marketplace. That was where a woman sold tomatoes to pay her child's school fees. That was where old men gathered to talk about the weather. Now, it's a grave. And the people who survived are left with one desperate, heartbreaking cry. Please, build a barracks here. Live with us, or we will die alone. This is the security situation in Nigeria right now. And before we even start, if that image stirs something in you, anger, grief, determination, do not just watch, act. Hit the like button right now. Let's signal that this conversation cannot be ignored. Subscribe to this channel. We must make sense of this storm together.
Now, follow the flow of this gist closely. This past week wasn't an anomaly, it was an escalation. Voices of victims of banditry and terrorist attacks are crying for help. They are armless and cannot defend themselves against the brutal attacks of armed bandits. These attacks spread across the whole northern region, spanning the northwest, northeast, middle belt, and some parts of the southwest. This analysis starts from the gruesome attack in Kasuwan Daji, Niger State, where over 30 souls were erased, to the shattered peace in Malumfashi, Katsina, where gunmen mocked the very idea of dialogue with bullets and fire. From the brave park officers slaughtered in Oyo to the lives cut short in Benue's fields. These are not separate storms. They are different fronts of the same war, a war for territory, for psychology, and for the very future of our country. Let's break down Kasuwan Daji first, because it's a textbook case of our collective failure. The attack happened, people died, the market burned. And the solution proposed, a military barracks. Think about what that means. It means the people have completely lost faith in the concept of rapid response. They believe safety is only possible if the soldiers are their literal neighbors. But here's the painful, critical question I have for you. Is building more barracks a true solution, or is it just treating a symptom while the disease, the ability of bandits to move freely and strike at will, continues to spread? I want your honest opinion in the comments below. The source material made a razor-sharp point that I want to expand on. Our security approach has become reactive, not proactive. It's like only ever treating a fever after the patient is already burning up, instead of fighting the infection causing it. There's a focus on repelling attacks, on waiting for the bandits to come to us, rather than taking the fight to their hideouts, dismantling their logistics, and starving them of their resources. A barracks is a shield, but what we desperately need alongside that shield is a much sharper, more agile sword. And this leads us to the second tragedy, the collapsed peace deal in Katsina. Fragile peace deal, that phrase should make us all wary. Too often, these deals are not about justice or rehabilitation. They are temporary truces of convenience, brokered from a position of fear, not strength. They can become a way for bandits to regroup, rearm, and monetize their violence. The gunmen who attacked Malumfashi weren't just breaking a deal, they were exposing a fatal flaw in our thinking. You cannot make credible peace with an entity that exists solely through predation and has no stake in a peaceful community. So I pose another hard question to you. In your view, have these localized peace deals ever brought lasting peace, or have they primarily served as short-term pauses that ultimately empower the aggressors? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comment section. Now, let's layer in another terrifying element, the impending school resumption. Picture this. You are a parent in a community near Papiri, where the echoes of mass abductions are still fresh. The government says schools should reopen, but as you walk that path to the school gate, you see no new security fences, no permanent security post, no tangible change. You are being asked to make the ultimate gamble, your child's education against your child's life. This is psychological warfare of the cruelest kind. It attacks our hope for the next generation. The source guest said they saw little evidence of preparation. If that's true, then we are walking our children back into a field of uncleared landmines and calling it normalcy. This is where we need your voice to be loud. If you believe protecting our children is the absolute priority, show it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We need to build a community that holds power accountable on this specific vital issue. The conversation naturally and correctly turns to solutions, and the loudest, most persistent call is for the decentralization of security, state police. Let's talk about why this isn't just political talk, but a practical necessity. The current system is like having a fire in your Sokoto kitchen, but the only people allowed to hold the hose are based in Abuja, and they need to get clearance from 3 different offices before they can turn on the water. By the time the protocols are followed, the whole street has burned down. Bandits are local, mobile, and have intimate knowledge of the terrain. Confronting them requires a force that is equally local, agile, and deeply embedded in the community's intelligence network. A state police force, properly constituted and accountable, could be that force. It's not a magic bullet, but it's a necessary tool we have stubbornly refused to forge.
But let's be clear. Decentralization alone is not enough. We must pair it with a technological quantum leap. We are, with all due respect, often fighting a 21st century insurgency with 20th century tools. The bandits have WhatsApp groups and use motorcycles like light cavalry. What is our counter? We need coordinated drone surveillance for vast ungoverned spaces. We need secure, real-time communication for all security units on the field. We need data fusion centers that can track financial flows and movement patterns. This isn't about fancy gadgets. It's about force multiplication and saving lives. Investing in tech is investing in a smarter, more precise defense that can prevent attacks, not just mourn them.
And here is perhaps the most controversial yet vital point from our discussion: the distraction of external noise. While international attention and statements matter, the bandit in the forest of Beningwari is not checking X, formerly Twitter, for geopolitical updates. He is planning his next raid based on local vulnerabilities and the predictable patterns of our response. Our security architecture must have an intense, unwavering, local focus. The moment our strategic attention is divided, that is the moment gaps widen and more Kasuwan Dajis happen. We must fix our own house. We cannot outsource that responsibility. I know this is heavy. I know it's complex, but that's why we are here, to break it down. If you are learning something, if this analysis is connecting the dots for you, please take a second to subscribe. Your support allows us to do this deep, necessary work.
Now, let's talk about the human cost, the part that numbers can never capture. The 30 killed is not a statistic. It is a farmer who will never return to his field. It is a teenager with dreams of university whose books are now ash. It is a lifetime of memories and potential extinguished. This cycle of violence doesn't just kill people. It kills futures, economies, and trust. It pushes us into a state of collective trauma, where we start to see violence as normal. That normalization is the greatest victory the terrorists and bandits could ever achieve. So, as we look forward, what should we, the people, be watching for? Not just more attacks. We know they will try. We should be watching for concrete, visible changes in strategy. Are security forces visibly, proactively patrolling before attacks? Is there a coherent, tech-driven plan to secure our schools, not just with promises, but with personnel and infrastructure? Is there a serious national conversation moving beyond debate into action on state-level security?
I want to leave you with this final critical question, and I beg you to answer it in the comments. Beyond the government, what is the role of the ordinary citizen? What can communities do, legally and practically, to build their own resilience and support official security efforts? Your ideas could spark the solution we need. This fight is for the soul of our nation. It is for the right of a child to go to school without fear. It is for the right of a trader to sell in the market without it becoming a pyre. It is for the right to hope. Do not be a passive viewer. Be part of this solution-focused community. If this resonated with you, if you want to be part of demanding and crafting a safer Nigeria, make sure you have liked this video, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We will keep analyzing, keep questioning, and keep pushing for the clarity and action we deserve. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay strong.